Follow the Twitch. If y'all knew.
So this TikToker claims to be the world's youngest billionaire, and he's about to get busted in the biggest NFT scam of all time.
Allegedly.
Now, the TikToker's name is Mayo. He's 23, and Mayo is apparently very, very rich.
What's your net worth now? If you want to reveal it.
Yeah, so I can explain this in a way, and it might sound crazy. I'm a billionaire.
In fact, bro...
Niggas be rich at a young age, bruh. I'm out here stressing about trying to make 100K.
Claims he has so much money that he'll just roll up and buy a whole ass village.
A lot of you in your apartments, you have hot tubs. Well, I bought a village, and part of this village, we have hot springs.
Now, where did Mayo get all this money? Well, that's where it gets interesting. Because Mayo, he has a TikTok channel with about 250,000 followers. Not bad. And there, he likes to teach people about crypto and investing. And people follow him and they listen to his advice.
See, crypto's that easy, guys. Fall in for more.
And so, he makes a bit of money in the stock market, and soon he gets really into buying and selling.
I want to do niggas actually be selling, like, tips on this, or they just use the niggas and say, act rich, then get rich off of the niggas by acting like they selling it. I ain't never heard nobody just say they actually learned from a crypto card, but I could be wrong.
NFTs. Now eventually he moves to Los Angeles, and there is where things really take off for him, because that's where he comes up with a plan to multiply his money. And so Mayo teams up with a friend of his, this guy, Gabe. And together, Mayo and Gabe plan to create their own NFTs, completely theirs, and they use Mayo's online popularity to promote them. So, they make a Twitter and a website for this NFT project. And Mayo, he starts hyping the project up on social media, and they release this promo video. And people are pumped about it. And by the way, these are the actual NFTs they're selling if you wanted to see them. I don't know why anyone would pay money for these, but here they are. But anyway, bam, they launch it, and Mayo and Gabe watch the investments pour in. And after they've collected over like $1 million, kaboom, they allegedly sell off and abandon the project. And of course, this crashes the value of all the NFTs, and the people who invested in it are super pissed, because
they idiots anyways. You can't just look at the nigga on the internet that say I'm a millionaire and then expect him to be one. You gotta go research these niggas, you gotta actually take your time to look into what they doing. They just listen to a nigga on TikTok saying he a millionaire.
They lost all their money. But whatever, Mayo and Gabe got paid. Apparently around $1 million to split. And so they move on. And allegedly, they decide to do the same thing again. They launch a new NFT-based project. And they hype it all up, and they get people excited to invest, and they make a website for it. And if you're curious as to what these NFTs look like, here are a few of them. And remember, people paid actual real money to invest in these.
Bruh, some niggas be idiots, bruh. I ain't even gonna say that. Some people just easily influence, cause ain't no way you paid for something like this.
But anyway, so Mayo and Gabe's new NFT project launches, and this one raises more than $420,000. And boom, Mayo and Gabe allegedly sell it off and abandon the project again. And then they allegedly move on and do a similar thing on a new project, and they do it again and again and again. And they are just raking in the money. Now at this point,
and niggas keep falling for that same trick. It didn't work the first time, it didn't work the second time. And you still trusting this nigga, investing in something. It just, like, I don't know.
You might be thinking, Ray, why are people investing in their NFT projects if they keep getting scammed?
Exactly.
Wouldn't they have a bad reputation by now? Well, that is apparently the secret. Most of these projects, they launch anonymously, without their face or name attached to them. Sometimes they'll just make up a fake persona and pretend that that person is the brains behind the project, or they'll hire someone to pretend to be the face of the project. Like this guy was apparently just paid money to pretend to be the face of one of their NFT projects. Now, as Mayo and Gabe's little scheme is growing, at some point they need to hire a team to help them. And they end up hiring a project manager to organize some stuff. This guy. And I don't know his real name, so we'll just call him Project. And one day, Project is moderating the Discord chat for some of these investors on one of these projects, and this is shortly after they had been scammed by Mayo and Gabe. And people in the chat are talking back and forth like, yo, this feels like a rug pull. Now, a rug pull is a type of NFT or crypto scam. It's basically what they were accusing the Hawk Tuah girl of being involved in. So some of these people are pissed, and they're like, yo, this feels like a rug pull. Yeah, it does feel like a rug pull. I think we all got conned. And so Project is moderating this Discord, and I don't know if he feels guilty or maybe he just values honesty. I don't know. But suddenly, kaboom, he reveals to everyone in the Discord that Mayo and Gabe are behind the various NFT projects. And Mayo and Gabe see this, and they are pissed. I mean, they don't want their name dragged through the mud, and they aren't gonna let this slide. And so allegedly, they write an email to Project's parents for some reason, which makes me think Project is actually a young guy still living at home. Regardless, they email his parents and they pretend they're attorneys from a law firm like, if Project doesn't stop, he's gonna pay. And in this email, they include Project's parents' home address and their ages, which is kind of like a veiled threat like, yeah, we know who you are and where you live. Then, Mayo and Gabe allegedly pretend to be an angry investor, and they text Project from an unknown number threatening to sue him if he doesn't scrub the chat of Mayo and Gabe's names in the next hour. And this message allegedly includes his parents' names and contact info.
Are you a lonely man with nothing going on? Why not learn how to code? DevSlopes is the only coding academy out there that teaches.
A week later, he gets another email from the fake law firm again. And this time, they directly threaten his family. Specifically, they threaten to publicly expose his parents as P3DOs. Now, as far as we know right now,
That's just fucked up. But I guess niggas gotta do what they gotta do to goddamn cover their image.
Project doesn't reply and nothing bad happens to his parents. But a couple of years go by. And by this point, Mayo and Gabe have participated in many NFT and crypto schemes, allegedly. By one estimate, they've conned over $22 million from investors. $22 million fucking dollars for JPEGs, pictures that look like this.
This shit, man. A picture like this made these niggas over 10 mil for sure. A picture like this made these niggas $1 million. Yet alone 22 million. What am I doing wrong, bro?
What the hell is wrong with people? But whatever, now that Mayo is making stupid money, he's living a baller-ass lifestyle. And of course, he's gotta let everyone know about it by flexing on the gram. Here he is buying a Lambo, here he is with what looks like a tiger cub and a lion cub, here he is on a private plane. And not only is he flexing, but it seems like all this money has turned him into a parody. Not only is he flexing, but it seems like all this money...
This nigga got a Lamborghini coat. Yeah, he a different type of rich for real now.
He has turned him into a parody of a rich person. Like, look at the way he captions his tweets. I spent $7,000 on a lighter today. We are not the same. I spent $500,000 on a baby tiger today. We are not the same. I purchased a $30,000 plane ticket. Everything is free when you can print money. Oh, and it's not just when he's talking about money. Like, all of his tweets make him look like such an asshole. You need to cheat on your girlfriend to really see if she loves you. Good morning to everyone except people who believe that dinosaurs actually existed. Which college major produces the most hoes? Definitely nursing. But listen, Mayo is also...
Ray like that? Ray got a wife.
Online giving dietary advice. Like here when he encourages his followers to eat raw chicken.
For all you scared about raw chicken, oh, what if you get salmonella? You're gonna get sick. Every ounce of salmonella I have fuels my body.
Yeah, don't do that. Now, it is during this stint of flexing on social media that he's going on podcasts claiming that he's a billionaire.
As far as the money calculator thing, I think my net worth is over $1 billion.
Well, he may not actually be a billionaire, but he's definitely made millions off of all his shady NFT projects. Until...
Oh yeah, it's finna get good now. This is my favorite part.
Suddenly, one day, bam, Mayo gets arrested. And then, bam, Gabe gets arrested.
2 local men are charged with defrauding investors out of more than $22 million in cryptocurrency.
Apparently, at some point, someone, we don't know who, they reported Mayo and Gabe to the feds. Could have been one of the many people who felt scammed by his NFT projects, I don't know. But my guess is after reading this 17-page indictment is that it was Project who turned him in. I mean, what do you expect after you've threatened his parents so many times? But anyway, they're charged with wire fraud, conspiracy, and stalking of all things. And according to the feds, they're accused of defrauding investors out of $22 million, which will be the largest NFT fraud case ever prosecuted in history. But just a reminder that all of this is alleged. They haven't actually been to trial yet, so we'll see how this one goes. So this
Damn. What his name is again? Has Mayo the TikToker been sentenced? Is that him? No. Hold on. Mayo, the TikTok scammer. TikTok, sorry. It's gotta be them, right? 2 million. Yeah, $22 million. Such. Gavin Mayo. Gavin Mayo. Sentencing. I guess they ain't been sentenced yet. Oh, it was just fucking like 4-5 months ago. How many years is Gavin Mayo facing? Hay and Mayo each were charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, 2 counts of wire fraud, and 1 count of stalking. If convicted, they each face a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison on each of the conspiracy and wire fraud count, and a maximum penalty of 5 years on the stalking count. So them niggas, if found guilty, which 9 times out of 10 they would, but they probably got the money to get a good lawyer. If found guilty, they got 25 years, but with the money they got, unless they got to pay that shit back, they probably get like 8 at max, if that. Fuck it. Them scammers got damn. Think about the niggas that ain't got caught. Hey, my boy, let me go search his IG. I ain't in Instagram no more. I can't even do it. I don't want to log in. Fuck it. Go follow the Discord, man. And drop a sub.